Previously on the Aviator Show, got my bags packed up. Next stop, Salt Lake City, where we meet Trevor Steele and some of our friends from Aviator. The Aviator crew visits Trevor Steele in Salt Lake City, and along the way, reunite with some paramotoring friends.
I love the West so much. I hope Reese got that shot. That was so cool.
Flying through some of the most epic terrain imaginable, Trevor shares with us how special Salt Lake City can be.
Oh wow, this is going to be a big event.
I live in Florida, so it's like it's not a lot of opportunities to put drag snow.
This week on the Aviator Show, we attempt to pay it forward.
What are you doing in Florida, man?
It's Bike Week in Daytona, and it just so happens Trevor Steele is in town. Things are bound to get interesting this week on the Aviator Show.
What happened? Oh, not enough.
Don't worry, guys, I'm fine. I didn't break my neck.
Welcome back to the Aviator Show. We are at Vero Beach. It's a very warm day in Florida. We're gonna have a beach fun fly. Behind us, you can see all the paramotor pilots getting set up. We may actually have a stool competition later this afternoon.
What is up?
What's up, brother,
Just had a beautiful 45-minute flight. Went all the way down to the Fort Pierce airspace and back. Actually, it's a beautiful day for flying. Here we got Todd Falstead coming in.
It's about a 4 to 6 mile an hour sustained wind off the coast. Nice beach day. The sand is obviously a brutal thing to get through. It's very soft, so you're seeing a little bit of struggle here and there. But other than that, the winds are perfect for flying. We got Sandy coming in for final. Gladys is about to take off. Let's check it out.
In socks. So, like I was saying, I haven't flown at the beach since starting Backcountry PPG, which is my paramotor training school in Salt Lake City, Utah. Haven't flown since I created that school back on July 1st. So it's pretty nice to be back in some sand. It's pretty nice to have my feet back in sand, launching in one step, landing in one step, beautiful laminar wing, wind, and, of course, new wings. There's nothing quite like flying around on a beautiful Ozone Freeride 2 and a limitless paramotor. I am excited. They had some ambitious ideas to do spot landing and make a cool video out of it, but out of respect for the people that are here at the beach, we decided not to do that. This is none of our home LZs, so the last thing we want to do is create problems and upset people and make a big scene out of all of this. So we respectfully decided to stop that operation before it even started. But I'm having a good time out here. Haven't flown beach conditions in so freaking long, dude. So freaking long. If you've never flown at the beach, let me tell you what it's like. Smooth, perfect wind all day long. All day long, perfect wind. Literally. It's unmatched by darn near everything else out there. Yeah, buddy, little spot landing session. I love spot landing. That's the thing that's so fun about beach flying, is you can just do touch and go after touch and go after touch and go after touch and go, because it's smooth wind, and you just don't get that often in other locations. Like, mind you, we get pretty smooth wind in Utah, and we get consistent wind, and we also regularly get wind. But there is definitely a difference between Utah wind and beach wind like this, because the ocean produces such smooth laminar wind. It's like a simulator. It's like a perfect situation, perfect environment. Nothing ever is off with the wind. It's just perfect. You can't argue with that. That's what beach flying is. And so I'm stoked to be doing it with something else. I'll catch you guys up a little bit on what we've been doing. Yesterday morning, we filmed a ground handling kiting video with Aviator. They asked me to be in their ground handling video. I agreed to do so because I figured it would be beneficial to a lot of people, and why not? A trip to Florida sounds fun.
This location is the beach. Today we came out here for some flying, some kiting, and we want to talk a little bit about why the beach is one of the best locations for learning how to kite as well as improving your kiting skills.
And the Aviator crew is pretty cool to me, so I figured I would do that for them.
Hey, can I get a Big Mac?
Contrary to popular belief, this is not a good location.
But after that, we actually hopped on some motorcycles courtesy of Reese, shout out Reese, and we cruised over to Daytona Bike Week to watch the motocross race in the Daytona Speedway. And never had done anything like that before. That was like super fun, super cool. I mean, we were there with like tens of thousands of people, I swear. There were so many motorcycles. Every corner had another motorcycle. Every car was like, there was 5 motorcycles from every car. It was like the craziest thing. Then we stayed the night in the Speedway, the Daytona Speedway racetrack. Actually, in the center of the racetrack, we stayed the night. Then cruised over here for some beach flying today, which is super fun. Thank you to the guys for letting me fly your stuff. I sold my Freeride 2, so that's a little update for you guys. I recently sold my Freeride 2. I want to fly all the wings, and I can't fly all the wings by owning all the wings. Needless to say, I miss my Freeride. I'm stoked to be on another Freeride here, which is fun. I currently have a Warp 2 and an AWOC 3. Now, I will also point out, like, I'm just always wanting to fly high enough that if my motor goes kaput, I can just swoop her in and land on the shore safely. Also, one of the things you always want to look out for at the beach is a kite. I actually have a scar from hitting a kite line once. It almost killed me. That was maybe the most sketchy thing that's ever happened to me, is that there was a kite that I didn't see and I flew into it. Fun fact, pro tip, don't fly into kites. They freaking suck. Alrighty, I guess that's it for this video.
Next week on the Aviator Show, we meet some of our newest aviator family. No, not all of them are farm animals. Tune in next week as we host the grand opening of Aviator Tennessee.
Welcome to Aviator.
These soggy pastures near Nashville may not look like much now, but Jake, Scott, and Ty are ready to make it the field of paramotoring dreams. We'll see you next week, right here on the Aviator Show.